Again, Birdman, please stop talking. Well, before you
Okay,
die,
everybody
stop
stop. Ready, go.
typing. Okay. Welcome everyone to the Aurora community meeting. We're starting with TTT again. If you have a question, put in your name, and we're just gonna go down one by one. Again, TTT first, so all RP related questions. Serial, take the floor.
If you guys have any requests or anything that you guys want added, we'll
User
go ahead and do
disconnected
that
from your channel.
right now too, and I'll write it down.
I imagine most of the questions are RP.
Okay, if it's not big enough, go ahead and type it in chat.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, can we remove defibs for Ds? Serial.
I already sent a message to Divinity asking if he could do it.
So why do you guys want those removed?
It causes problems because I don't want, people to exploit the fact that you can see who all the T's are, mark them as kill, and then if you get revived, go on a killing spree.
Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be removed.
Just from detectives.
Okay, that'll be removed later today then. Okay, and does anybody have any other questions for TTT?
Okay. I guess we'll just switch over to Dark RP. Okay. Add fucking automobiles.
Oh, hold on.
Automobiles.
Serial, can you go ahead and read that and explain? Talk to them, please.
Can you clear up what counts as RDM?
Which one? What counts as RDM?
Dan says, can you clear up what counts as RDM and TTT? As someone said, I was RDM when it was just a miskill.
Miskilled. If you killed someone for little to no reason or jumped to conclusion, that's pretty much RDM. Yeah, that's jumping to conclusion.
Okay, and if you guys have any suggestions for RP, you're gonna go ahead and send those to Divinity, me, or any of the other super admins, and that'll get passed along the chain. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to Dark RP now, so go ahead and change your names to your questions. I'll give you a little bit for that.
Again, if you're gonna ask a question in chat, it just needs to be ask the question, don't second the question in chat, just ask your question, put a question mark, and that's it. I'll go through a couple now. What you guys change your add automobiles. I think automobiles are going to be added back in a little bit since since Gary's mod updated. We're still working on that. Yeah, they're in the works right now. They will be added back though.
User joined your channel.
Can professors be added back? No, professors are not getting added back. It was too abusive. Building rules. Need to be edited.
On building rules.
Yeah. Kim.
Hey.
Here, how about this? Let's go down the list and we'll grant talk power to each question.
Buddy left your channel. Buddy joined your channel.
Okay, Alan?
Okay, well, I just wanted to voice some concerns about a few of the updated building rules with basing. Some people have had some issues while raiding and while basing with kill corridors. You guys might, obviously you know about that.
You want to elaborate on that?
I've just noticed that there have been people complaining about certain bases being completely unraidable or too difficult if you don't have more than like 20 people due to these kill corridors because of the spacing and not being able to really hide behind things and pick locking and such.
Okay, since this was kind of my area that I've been working on with the rules, I'll just go over it. So in the past couple of months, you guys have been building a lot of bases that had to, that would be like one person could go down at a time. There'd be fences to shoot through, and in some cases, you would have no collided props with a slot. So you would just have to walk through the no collided prop, and then on the other side there'd be like a little opening you could shoot through at the kill hallway, basically, is what we're calling them, and then you could just walk back through the prop. As of right now, those no collided props are first not allowed, but you can use buttons instead. I actually encourage all of you to use buttons to open and close your windows to shoot through. There's no rule against having how small of a hallway it has to be, although you have to be able to do a full 360 and shoot through the 360, i.e. if you turn left, it shouldn't like put your gun into a holster type of position where you can't shoot. If you can't do any elevation or like one-way prop where like they can see your feet, but you can't really see them. And I'm considering a kill hallway right now to be a long stretch hallway. That's the most important part. It's long stretched. It obviously breaks the more than 2 fading door rule, and where there's just one little like slot at the end where someone sits behind a little barricade and just shoots down and then moves away as soon as people start coming in. That's what I'm considering a kill hallway as of right now.
Is that it?
Most of, if not all of that, is in the rules.
Is that clarified, Ellen?
Yeah, I was just stating that because I know that some people are kind of wanting it changed, or maybe
It was too unfair.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move to the next question now.
I'm just gonna skip able to remove bug baiting.
Okay, let's go to the Skyrim custom class reduction.
Say your question.
The person right here, the admin, custom class reduction. Do you have something to say?
So
what? Oh, that's me.
What's up?
Something for future custom classes, and I'm sure the other custom classes would agree. I think we should put some reductions on when you can use the grappling hook. I know a lot of people in here are saying, no, we shouldn't do that, and I do think we should really vote on the restrictions so we get to a point where it's not crazy restricted, but it's still fun. Yeah, those kind of things. But it's a really toxic feeling for players that did not pay the $35, $25, $30. And I'm sure some of you, when you were a non-paying, non-Prime member, and you saw those Prime players playing as SWAT, and then you were just that mafia gangster, and then you got killed, you kind of felt that was a bit BS, but then you got Prime, and you're like, oh, this is okay, whatever. Well, we've got a super class that's kind of running around, and there's at least 64 of us right now. So we need to put some reductions. Maximum weapons. You know what I mean. We all know the problems. We just need to put something in. So.
Okay.
Okay. So yesterday or the day before, actually, I edited the custom job application. You might want to check it out. You can have a maximum of 2 special equipments, 2 base weapons, 2 primaries, 2 secondaries, and the grappling hook was actually going to be nerfed a little bit by Divinity. The slot price was increased, and now it's going to cost $5 to transfer your slots over. Because before, the developers were just doing the transfers, and it was kind of ridiculous that we were doing this for people without anything coming to us. So it's $5. It's not that much. I thought $10 was too much. Just $5 for transfers, slot transfers.
Real quick, while we're on the grappling hook topic, as of right now, grappling hooks aren't put in the game. So if you had a grappling hook, like you got it after playing for 2 weeks straight, first of all, wow, 2 weeks straight, congrats, I guess. But grappling hooks will be added back soon. Unfortunately, if you lost your grappling hook because you took it out, tried to sell it, or just use it in general, you're not going to be refunded as far as we know. But they will be added back.
Yeah, grappling hooks should be added back pretty soon here. I told Divinity last night or the day before, and he said that he'll go ahead and move that up on his list because people were complaining about it.
While we're talking about Divinity real quick, I just wanted to kind of inform everyone, more specifically the staff, but as well for the players, for people who either have had problems with getting a hold of a sit or anything like that. We had Divinity, and we're having Divinity code a new system to be able to see sits easier. It's going to pop up on our screen, and we're going to have a list of players from like who's been waiting the longest to who's the newest. We'll be able to go to you. We'll be able to see your sit, and then we'll be able to check you off, basically. So
It
hopefully
looks really
there
nice.
there should be a 99% decrease in the amount of sits that get ignored. That way we really can say who has been ignoring who for what sit, etc. Because we'll see, because they should just be going down the list.
It's in
So
chat if you'd like to look at it.
Yeah, I just posted a link in chat. That's the first version that Divinity started working on, so you guys can look at that.
okay,
Okay, we're gonna go to this guy right here because he has to leave. Let me see where he go. Okay, go ahead.
All right, what's up, guys? I've noticed lately that a lot of people are making kill slots, and because the rule of the kill slot states something along the lines of staff must be able to fit 2 1-by-1 blocks in between the kill slot easily, and if they can't, then it's not okay. People are using the excuse of, well, it doesn't say whether or not those kill slots need to be either. I mean, those blocks need to be on top of each other, beside each other, and so they're still being made 1 block wide, or I should say. And
okay,
I think if that was clarified more.
okay.
Service ready.
But
We
yeah,
can,
I'll do a.
we can
thing on that.
adjust it.
It's a 30-second thing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys write it down so you remember.
Yeah, I'm
So
throwing
Goose, you
something
got
in
it,
admin
yeah.
discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do a
Um,
Google Doc.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's go
you guys
to
can go ahead and pick next.
Brad, what's up?
Oh, yes, the police chief. Like, you know how the cops have their police chief, everything else.
Yep.
I reckon the SWAT should have a leader
Okay.
because it's very annoying when the police chief runs up to you and tells you that you have to listen to him, otherwise he'll demote you.
All right, we can talk to Divinity about adding, or talk to Malachi I guess, about adding that.
Can you go ahead
Sorry.
and say that again so I can write it down?
He
got it.
wants a okay. Just for everyone to understand, once we've answered your question, please change your name to something like "My question has been answered," so that you all fall
Or
at the
just
bottom of
change
the
it back
list.
to your name.
Yeah, just change it back to your name or something. Bring back the Mac 10. No. Copy. Okay. What's
Okay,
your question?
Let's go to this guy right here.
I got a guy. Hold on. What's your question?
Hello?
Hi.
Wait.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
you.
So I have a few questions about cops that really impact the server. So usually, like, okay, well, I want to start with battering ram. So what happened is, you guys fucking use your money on a fucking game. These guys are taking your fucking money. Run away. Run for your fucking life.
Okay, next question.
Okay. I'm just 1 second.
What just?
Okay, I just banned him. All right. All right. If anyone else does that, I'm gonna start just popping permabams out for the server and for you guys on the TeamSpeak. Maybe not on the server, but on the TeamSpeak.
Okay, if you're
Yeah.
RP, secret rooms, non-prime, go ahead. No? Okay.
Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong button.
What's up?
Okay, so a few questions about what a lot of people have been asking. Can you place printers in secret rooms, and are you allowed to build in them? We don't have specific rules about this in our MOTD.
You can't because the entrance is a crouch tunnel.
Okay, so this needs to be specified in the rules that they are crouch tunnels. Also, we had a suggestion about adding VRP for the CPs.
We can
So technically,
discuss that later.
Okay.
Because that's a little bit bigger of a rule, and we'd have to talk about what the ups and downs of that would be.
Okay, and the other thing was silent rating. No.
If you silent raid, you cannot shoot.
Oh no. I meant the other thing was, I think Hisoka wants to talk about it too, making more specific rules on kidnapping.
Yeah. Kidnapping.
Go ahead.
We need to specify that you can't steal from your kidnappee. Along with a few other things.
Can kidnap
Tony,
in
go ahead.
public,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But isn't that not specified?
Yep.
No,
that's
it's not specified.
Okay, so
We'll
we
specify all that. We have a post in the staff section of
Yeah.
rules that are rules, but they're not actually in the MO2D. So we'll go ahead and work on those today too, hopefully.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's go.
Hold on. Okay, is CP test including a retry?
Alright. So we all know CP test is coming and all. So in order to make sure they don't spam retries, is there going to be a certain time limit, like 2 or 3 days before they can redo the test, or if they fail it multiple times, are they going to be a cop ever?
I think we were talking about a 12 to 24 hour ban in between tests.
I'll write that down. It probably does have that functionality, but I will make sure that I'll ask Divinity to add it in if it's not there.
You should not be permabanned from the class.
Yeah,
though.
no, maybe like 6
okay.
hour job ban. I'm thinking. So basically, that would mean that if somebody takes the CP test and they fail it, that they'll be job banned for 6 hours, and then they can retake the test later. It'll help a lot with RDAs and stuff. And if they actually do RDA, then we know that they don't have an excuse. Okay.
Let me grab one.
I think a lot of people in here have questions about the same thing, which is
Yeah.
battering rams.
Yeah. Okay, what's up, Miss Necrox?
Yo, what's up? Okay. This is kind of a suggestion. I was wondering if it's at all possible to remove materials. I know a lot of people disagree with me. Okay, no, straight up. Alright.
Not too many.
Go ahead and explain.
Go ahead. But
I just think it's the simpler, without having to be confused and disoriented when you enter a base.
You shouldn't be confused and disoriented. We've kind of blocked out wire mesh and
moving
stuff.
materials all over. That's the only reason I'm asking it. It's not like a game-breaking thing. It's just like a suggestion.
We can remove specific
we
materials.
can remove some of them, and then we can replace them with other packs.
Yeah, I'm not opposed
It's
to it.
not all of them.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go through them. I'll write it down right now, and we might just replace some of them with different materials.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your suggestion. Let's see. Yes, prestige and arresting. Prestiging and arresting.
Yay. So, like, firstly, I'm saying about prestiging. So, obviously, we're not there yet, but the server's been restarted quite a few times. I was wondering if there would be. I wondered if there would be some way that we could improve, like, a prestige system like there's on COD or something. So, if when you reach level 50 or something, that you could have an option to prestige, so you go back down to level 1 and maybe get in some perk or something that would be able to carry on, or like something to show you've prestiged.
Lorenzo.
I think that has been brought up before, and I think that we kind of liked it. Maybe.
I'm not opposed. Yeah, I mean it would be fun.
I'll write it down. I wrote it down, and
something like
with the other staff later about it.
Something like maybe something next to your name in the tab menu would definitely be possible. I'm not sure how possible it would be to get a specific perk, but maybe a specific weapon that's given to you depending on the class you spawn in as.
Yeah, just something to show that you're kind of an elite player. That's
maybe incorporating some kind of badges or something.
Yeah.
And also arresting. It's really hard to arrest as a CP because if you see someone doing something wrong, then you have to warrant them, and then they've ran away, and you just can't.
Don't have to warrant them.
We changed that
already. I've not been CP then. I'm sorry.
Okay. Also, Servius showed us a corpse system, and basically you will shoot the person if they're running away, or something along those lines, and they will kind of faint, and while they're fainted, you can arrest them.
Oh, so if you shoot their leg, they'll fall down.
Yeah, kind of, and the same goes with thieves, mugging, and stuff like that.
Yeah, Zed finished. Oh, Zed finished just poked me asking to ask about what about you can't arrest while you're running. What can we do
You
about
should
that?
be able to now.
Oh, I don't know. He
Yep.
just asked me to ask that. On the
It
side.
takes a lot of
should be.
spamming of the button.
Okay.
Okay, well, it should have been improved upon a little bit.
Let's just go over the battering ram stuff. Battering ram manage
The
2.0.
battering ram.
Am I talking?
Last night, Divinity actually fixed the weld break. It was actually just a simple config that he had to turn to false.
So what does that mean?
They'll fade now. They won't break.
Oh, so it's just like all the props do what they would do to like to a fading door.
They're gonna be walking through your props instead of breaking through them all.
Okay, and then but that's good.
There's your alternative. Your bases are safe, but now they're gonna just like walk right through them. So
wait, does that mean thieves can like lockpick any prop now, or?
no. It's a battering ram specific feature.
All right, cool.
So
Thanks.
the cops will be sliding through all your junk. So
Okay.
Be fearful.
And I'm an investigation sign.
Alright, I think that someone went over this before.
Okay, how are you
about...
Again,
what?
go ahead.
You can hear me? Okay, anyway. Someone's gone over this before with like signs where, let's say an admin's trying to go in and sit with someone, and they put up a sign where they aren't allowed to...
Yeah, we can't hear you.
No, I got it. Just keep talking.
Yep.
I'm writing it down.
Okay. I'll turn up my mic boost, I guess. Never mind. Anyway.
It's cool.
So, I was thinking about that, and if we could make some sort of sign for admins to use, like a different tool for admins plus or something like that, just so it'd be easier to put a sign down.
A quick admin investigation sign,
Yeah,
like we are
yeah.
doing something in here, do not raid.
We were actually thinking about downloading a script fodder that would basically, when you start an admin sit with people, it's a bubble around the admin sit, kind of slightly visible bubble, and everyone outside of the bubble cannot hear what's going on inside of the bubble, and everyone inside the bubble can't hear what's outside, and you can't get shot inside the bubble. It would say that you're in an admin sit, and I really liked that. So we might have that be added. That's just
And I also had one more question, and this one is about the AOS signs in the PD. And there are people who complain about how it's past the front door and then there's past the lobby. So I don't know where it's gonna be. So that's what I want to bring up.
I think it should be past the stairs and past the sign, because there is a sign right next to the door that goes into the jails that says
Right,
past.
yeah, it's like trespassing and stuff.
Yeah, and people have been using that sign, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Trespassing, loitering, prohibited by the law, so obviously you can get arrested. And past the stairs if you have a sign. I've seen that as well, and I don't think that there's couches to the left on the back there, and so I don't think that there should be any need to put a KOS session sign.
If you guys would like, I could move the trespassing sign from the front of the PD to the stairs, like the stair door and the jail door and the garage door.
There's one on the jail door. If you could put it next to the stairs, like on the side of the steps, then that would be nice. Or basically just write down
and
that you
maybe like put a rule specifying the AOS signs.
AOS signs past the stairs are allowed, but not right in the
So
front.
maybe
like
the lobby is public.
Lobby is considered a public area and cannot be.
I guess. Alright.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be added. Thank you. Let's go. Hear me out. Add Mac 10, baby. No. Hobo rules.
Dude, just let him speak it out.
All right, fine. Hobo rules.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yes, I have a debate on this, and I'm not sure you're aware of it, but I'll continue now. I'm sure you're familiar with some hobos. They go in groups and they spam bug bait over and over again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of a problem.
Spam bug baiting is against the rules.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I try to read the rules every single day.
Okay. Good for
What's
you.
the problem?
It might be worth putting a timer on the bug bait if we want, like the
Like
grappling
every
hook, 20-second timer, 30-second timer, so they can't spam it. It is annoying.
Well, you almost said what I was going to ask you, but another thing, there's been some confession on this, and I have discussed this with some community members, and I try to read the rules severely all the time. A little tired actually, but what's it called? I don't
You don't know?
remember. Oh yeah, sometimes when hobos rush at the PD or something, I saw them rush the PD. The cops start to arrest them, but then some people say, like, oh, you can't. Shit, fuck, hold on.
We'll get there eventually.
Okay. Remember
Alright,
your
we'll come back to
thing.
the arc.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just because I'm tired of looking at this question, why do you want the Mac 10 added back?
So because I really like it, like I just like it in general, and it does shitty damage, but it shoots fast, so it kind of like balances out. Not like the
Okay.
shotgun that, like, you know, shoots
I
like
was
slow, but it's really powerful.
Okay.
How would you have acquired the Mac 10 before?
Oh no, gun dealer.
Okay, and it's not there anymore.
It was
I
never
don't
there
think
when
it
I.
ever was. I'm just saying about like just FAS in general. It would be a nice new addition, a nice
I
SMG.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can talk about that. Yeah. We could.
Because like it kind of balances out. Like it's fast shooting, but it only does like 10 damage.
It would probably be the M1.
Yeah, the M11A1.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the Mac.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right at the
Sorry.
top.
Advertising. Advert
Alright,
raid.
alright. So like basically, when you slash raid, that's basically adverting. Yeah, I'm gonna take all your stuff. Come kill me. But like, if you're a thief, you're trying to be stealthy. You're gonna wait till someone leaves their base, sneak in there, take it all, then get out. Doing the slash raid is just
The reason we do slash raid is because so admins can see. So there's two different types of raid. There's silent raid, and in that, you know, you can get in and get out. You're not allowed to shoot at all. You
wait. So what would a
you can
silent raid be?
a silent raid is you just go in. You don't have to advert raid, but you can't shoot. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sirius. Can you shoot back at them or not? You can't, right? Yeah.
When you go into that base, you should just leave your weapons at the door because you're not gonna be able to use them.
Yep.
That's what I
Can I
thought.
just
So
have them on me, or?
yeah, but you're
You can
not
have them
like
on you, but
under no circumstances can you shoot back with them.
we'll write a section on it on the rules
Yep.
for that.
And the reason we do raiding for non-silent raids is because assuming that it's not a silent raid, you're assuming that you're gonna get into a gunfight, and for that case, we need to know in the logs that you specifically stated you're going to raid, which basically gives you permission to kill the owners of the base. Otherwise, you
like,
can just
what
be
I'm-
like, "Oh, I was just raiding," but really you just want to kill them.
Say someone's like, and there's like a base that's in like sections. You get to like the top, like if you can get past those two first keypads, it's a lot easier for you after, because they didn't hear you coming. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'm sorry, but the rule has to stay for that one because we need the law.
Okay.
Sorry.
Next.
It's all good. Just
Yeah.
silent raid. Okay.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so black market dealers can assist in raids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
your answer.
Okay, well, this is my question. This was Cobra Thor's question. Basically, he says black market dealers can self-supply. Will they be able to raid in the future because they can self-supply?
Black market dealers can assist in raids. They can't. I don't think they'll ever be able to solo raid.
I know.
The self-supplying thing, we had it for gun dealers that if you are actively selling weapons, and you can occasionally buy yourself a weapon. Right,
No,
guys?
but
Is that
what
how we
about
were doing
like,
it?
what
Yeah,
about like
that's.
during raids, like your raid mate?
You can buy
He.
weapons for your raid mate if like he pays
Okay.
you, right?
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that.
I mean, like
Given the fact that
self-supply is basically like the way I always have looked at it is the only reason you'd ever get in trouble for self-supply for everyone here is if you were like, oh, I need a weapon. Goes gun dealer, buys themselves a weapon and change weapon back. If you're actively playing as a job, you can buy people a weapon. You know, if you're a BMD, normally you're technically basing with that person. You can buy them weapons. It's your choice if you decide to charge them or not. Because either way, you're still spending money. Someone has to.
Okay.
But as long
Also,
as you're actively using the class, then
that was Kobathor's question. He had to go, but what happened to Chuck?
ban.
So basically, after the whole dilemma with Justin and all that stuff, Chuck handed it off to Divinity, and that's how it stayed.
Okay.
Fixed.
Because he didn't make any public announcement. He just
Yeah, he's
kind of
not a very
disappeared.
public guy.
He's gone now for.
Rip.
Okay, next.
Let me grab someone. Will CP test be one time only? We already answered this question. If
That
actually
guy
no, we
had the
didn't.
question.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Yeah, Phelan, answer that to you.
What?
Will CP test be one time only if you pass it?
No.
So you
Or
have to
no,
take it every
huh.
time?
Every
I don't
time
know
you
about
log
that
out
one.
of the
What do you
server, I
think?
think.
I don't think it should be. Maybe like once
How
a
long are
month
we
or
planning
something.
on making it?
Probably
Question.
like 6 to 8 questions, 10 questions.
Yeah, well,
10
if it's that
questions,
short,
maybe
then it
once a
should be.
month.
Like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Every 2 weeks, once a month.
Sounds good.
Okay. Pony, question. PRP demoting jobs. What's your question?
Pony.
I'm just gonna go off of kind of what I think he's trying
Hello,
to ask.
before you
So,
die. Hello.
demoting jobs, you're allowed to demote cops if they're corrupt and you're a regular cop and you see them doing something bad.
There's a
Here.
conflicting rule.
Hey, can CPs demote other CPs?
Yeah, if one's corrupt.
Can what's it called? Higher ranking CPs like demote lower ranking CPs?
They have a reason.
There's no magic "you are now demoted" button, but they have to go through the whole voting process on the thing.
Yeah.
Anyone can demote anyone. They just have to have a
Oh,
reason.
what I meant was arresting. Like they should be able to arrest
Oh, yeah,
other
Pony's here.
CPs.
God dang it. All right. What's up?
Okay, so for demoting, there's two things. So if a CP is not doing their job, does that count as corruption? And then
I mean,
can you demote them for that?
define what you mean by not doing their job, because if they're standing
Like they
around, they
see a
could.
crime happen and they ignore it.
Well, then you could just consider them corrupt and then be like, yeah.
And then the other thing about demoting, can a boss leader demote their gang members to civilians? That's like a suggestion. Because in the rules, gang members need to follow their leaders, and if they're not following, they're not following the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be able to demote them.
So there has been a suggestion where mafia leader, gang bosses have the ability to demote gangsters. Do you get what I mean?
Say that again, sir.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Okay,
So
we'll do that.
boss leaders have the power to demote their gang members.
He's saying that if you have
If they're not
gangsters and
following
you
the
have
rule,
your
yeah,
boss, if the gangsters aren't following the boss has the right to demote the gangsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can add that.
Next question.
The mob boss, can we go ahead and just say this for the mayor as well? If there's a corrupt member or CP
Yeah.
chief or mayor, they can go ahead and demote them if they're
Sure.
restrict it to leadership in both organizations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's do KOF next.
Okay, KOS. Facing problems, KOS.
Okay, so basically, you know RT cameras, right?
Yeah.
Everyone fights over them whenever a raid happens, and if they're going at the same time, they just fight over them. I think you just remove it. There's too many problems with it. And that creates the one-way prop rule. They can see you, but we can't see them during raiding. Now, people have regular cameras in their death tunnel or whatever kill box or whatever you call it. They just shoot down the tunnel, which you can't see where they are because it's materialized, but they know you're there because of the camera.
How
I mean,
about we add a real RT camera? That'll be linked to your specific camera.
What if?
I don't think I wouldn't consider it a one-way prop, because it first of all doesn't have to do with props, and I think that we've taken away so much from people that are base building, that it's getting to the point where cops are really winning a lot, and you already have to fight over the RT camera, so I don't really like. I mean,
Cops
obviously,
would
if you have a
win if we
straight
took away
hallway.
the fading on their battering ram and stuff. You know, like if it was just used as a pick lock.
Well, no, of course
And
they wouldn't win. No, but
I
I'm
mean, they
saying
wouldn't
that.
win every time. There's still like 16 of them.
They would never win. 'Cause they would all have to run down a
Yeah.
pathway with 20
So,
people.
but I
They'd
think we
die.
should keep the RT cameras because, I mean, you already have to fight with it, and it gives people that are basing some advantage over. And in real life, I mean, you'd have a camera. You wouldn't have a place to see just through one way. That doesn't exist. But you would have. Well, the camera. I don't like, and you're already fighting over it.
In my opinion, I think basing still has a way advantage if you know how to build right. Because most walls you can't even battering ram.
I mean, I agree. It has its advantage, but we've already taken a lot away, and I think that so many people use the RT camera. That's kind of a core part of our server right now that
Okay, you don't have to remove the RT camera. I just want to be able, if they're shooting me, I should be able to shoot them.
Yeah.
Or see where they're shooting from. When they're shooting down a death tunnel with their little kill slot, and I don't know where their kill
That's
slot
not
is.
allowed.
Yeah.
What do
Well,
you mean?
within our current rules, it is because they can see with their camera the people on the other side of their two fitting doors with material that restricts vision for both parties, but they have their RT screen with their camera on it, and they just look at their screen and shoot you. It's totally
Now when you
unfair.
see like a 50 caliber going down that entire tunnel, you're gonna die in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, the 50 caliber is with you guys.
Okay, any weapon.
Yeah.
Any weapon will work.
It doesn't. Yeah. It
I
doesn't
could come
really
at you with
matter.
a deagle, and I would run
Okay,
down that shaft,
what
and
is it you don't want to remove RT cameras? What do you want?
I think that there should be a restriction on tunnels in there.
No.
What type of?
There's an easy
Not
fix
on
to
the
this.
tunnels, but on the
There's an
cameras
easy
in
fix to
tunnels.
this.
Okay,
You're
go
not
ahead.
allowed to shoot the raider unless he can physically see you too.
Nah, I'm not a fan of that. But I mean, so you want to deal with this? I'm slightly confused.
Where did my... I can't even see anything anymore. One sec.
I think this is something we're gonna need to discuss with the staff team.
Okay, but another thing, like I was gonna say what John Spaghetti said. The 50 caliber can shoot through certain props, and then that's the only gun that can shoot through that prop. When normal raiders go through there, they can't shoot them.
I've already told people not to do that. So, Servius, can you add into the rules that you can't have props that can be shot through by the 50 cal and not shot back by regular?
He's not in here.
I'm right here. The 50 cal, I thought we already nerfed it, so you can't shoot through extra props.
I didn't hear about that.
Wasn't that already something we did?
Currently, you can shoot through too thick with a 50 cal.
3.
I told people not to.
I'll fix it.
Alright, I'm putting it down on the list.
Alright, I'm done.
Let's go ahead and start going to the bottom and getting people that we've been ignoring.
Okay. More weapons.
Alright,
Altair needs to leave, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I already asked a question, but I was just wondering, are there any more weapons that are going to be added, or
It's on the list.
The weapons will get added shortly. We're going to talk about adding more weapons, I think.
We already have a list of weapons that have been approved. We already know that they would work in the RP element. So just we'll talk about it. Okay, Altair,
Find him.
stop typing.
Where's Altair?
I don't know.
I've lost him.
Jamaican, I will give you a swift kick. Oh, okay. He left.
Okay, this guy right here, CP test, disrespect. You probably already answered your question, but go ahead.
Yeah, when's the CP test coming out? And for disrespect, I'm sick of hearing people saying you can't kill me off of disrespect. If someone comes up and calls me a bitch, I'm gonna shoot them with a gun. I think it needs to be written in the rules that disrespect, you can kill people.
Okay,
Might be
yeah,
worth looking at.
I could understand that in an RP situation. Pony asked me yesterday, and I told him that that's fine.
Yeah, I was the one that we were in an admin set. It's just it's a
Yeah.
waste of the admin's times and stuff or their
Mhm.
time to be called for disrespect. If you come up and call me a bitch, I'm shooting you. It's as simple as that.
Okay, and the CP test that should be added in the next couple days here. It's already on the dev server, so.
All right, cool.
Okay. Grab another question. Medic rules and rating rules. What's up?
Go ahead and change your name back, everybody that already had their questions answered.
So, you know how custom classes have the OP medkit, right?
There.
I think there should be like a rule that they can't use it in raids because it's just way too OP. And
We can go ahead and actually nerf medkits.
yeah, if you could do that, that would be actually helpful.
I think that's a little bit better.
Along with the nerf, I think we should require people to, if you're being shot at, you don't have time to heal yourself. Okay, you can't heal yourself while you're being shot at.
Like if you receive damage,
you're too
at
worried
least
about
3
the
seconds
person
after
shooting,
you
right?
can't heal yourself, right?
Look,
Yeah.
if
Like
we're
5
gonna nerf the medkits, I don't think we need to put a when you're healing, because if it's only gonna give you a little bit of health back, I mean, you're not gonna survive another bullet.
He's
if you're only
right.
gonna
Depending
heal.
on how much we nerf it, they might just consider blank amount of health isn't even worth risking being exposed.
Yeah.
If we nerf it like 50% or something.
No, like 30% probably.
Alright, thank you.
It's cool. It's on the list.
Oh wait, did he have a question about rating rules too? Did he have a question about rating rules?
yeah, I did.
Okay, go ahead.
I've also seen I've seen this happen a lot, but I've seen like people just even if they know that people don't have anything in their base, or they just doing like raiding just to kill people, they would do that, and yeah, they just go in, kill people, then get out and do nothing else.
I agree. We should make it so that raiders should have should have some sort of reasonable suspicion to raid, because like people will just raid shops just to make everybody get on the ground.
Yeah, there's
20
also
people.
there's also a thing with counter raiding and people just counter raiding to kill people who are actually raiding, like the CPs, even though they're not in their party or their friends.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the next question.
Thank you. Let me grab another one. Remove props and
Yeah, so I wasn't sure, like, I occasionally see I need to remove a prop. I wasn't sure if there's an actual admin way that I can remove a prop without, like...
removing
That's
all your
admin help.
props.
So, yep.
And also rules on the actual rules on the forum is kind of broken. The Dark RP rules. You can't click the spoiler, and then all of the links just go to under like certain words. They just go to random pages which aren't actually associated to it.
Yeah, those all have to be fixed, but I don't know how to fix them. Well, yeah, I
They'll
can
just be
fix them in the
linking
forums.
the words to the right things.
I'll just go through it and remove all the links.
Okay. Thank you.
That was...
Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying I'm going. Bye.
Okay.
I'll try to answer questions
I
that
know,
aren't
I
being
know.
answered if I can answer them, and then anything else I'll leave it to them. So if you get
Okay.
poked, check your pokes.
I have quite a few questions. What are questions?
So for I don't, and just keep in mind if like some of these things are already fixed. I haven't been on it in a little bit, so for the mayor's bodyguard, right? For some reason you can't request warrants, and I would have
You
to like
can't
get
raid
someone
as a
else.
mayor's bodyguard.
No, for like they should be able to like save the mayor and stuff because the mayor's kidnapped.
I mean, if it's like the mayor's kidnapped, then you can go in, but you shouldn't. You can't just raid by yourself.
No, I'm just saying like I don't
Bring
know.
the
It was
PD.
kind of annoying.
Yeah, you
You
need to
failed it
bring
when
the
your mayor
PD.
got kidnapped as a mayor's
Yeah,
Well, you
for
know
real.
what?
Next
Okay, and then
question.
wait,
No,
wait,
no,
another
yeah.
thing.
No, I'm talking about your question.
Oh, okay. Another thing, I have a suggestion for the grappling hook. Someone's poking me. I have a suggestion for the grappling hooks. Like, instead of having like a cooldown, I guess you could have it so like it takes a while for you to actually grapple somewhere and like make like a, I don't know if this is possible, like make an animation where you're like hooking yourself up because in real life you can't actually just shoot a gun and then actually get somewhere. You have to like hook up all this gear to you so you don't fall. And it's a lot slower.
If you know how to do animations, we'd be more than happy to do that.
Okay. And also the gun for the mayor's bodyguard is kind of broken. Like it's
What
at
gun
like
is that?
it's 300% zoom for some reason.
G3A3.
Yeah, you can't really see anything.
It shouldn't be GA3. It should be the one that we allow into the CP merchant. I'll talk to the SSG 552
Mhm.
that we should allow. Okay. Any
And
other
then
questions?
yeah, for the this is a lot of mayor's bodyguard question because I've been playing that a lot lately. So for the mayor's bodyguard, are you allowed to have it so that you know how the mayor's room is like mayor only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you have it so that you can only have certain cops be able to go through there? Like you can be like, oh yeah, you have to get out of this place because it's mayor only.
You can, but you have to give the codes to your highest ranking members.
Okay. And also, could you
CP
add the
chief.
mayor's bodyguard to like the door for that? Because it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'll do that when I get in.
We could.
Oh, okay.
That's. Oh yeah, is that an option?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has
it is.
Okay.
Hey guys, yo, I'm so sorry. I'm late. I fucking fell asleep.
Alright, you're fine. Done 2 questions. Alright, he's done. Just make sure you change your nap again. Your nap, yeah. Make sure you change your nap back to whatever name you had before. Advanced duplicator. I actually wanted to talk about this myself. Before we get into your question, real quick. Prime Plus, for those of you who haven't heard, is hopefully a new donator that we'll be adding soon. To answer questions that'll pop up about that real quick, it's probably going to be about $50. No, you're not going to have to pay extra $50. You'll probably just, most likely, hopefully, you'll just have to pay the extra $35 because you already paid for Prime. And it hopefully will include more wire mod stuff if we add that back. Some plus classes like Medic Plus, where you'll heal quicker, like the
You'd be paramedic.
yeah, and hopefully it should include advanced duplicator.
Whole bunch of cool
Alright.
things.
So I can
But
talk.
yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so now with advanced dupe, why is it not in the game at all? Like, what's the?
It lags.
With the advanced dupe, you're always gonna have all of the bases that are like the good bases are always gonna be taken by the same people. With advanced dupe.
Difference
That
with
and you can, as an admin, or if you have the correct permissions, so that means let's say admin abuser A gets a hold of advanced duplicator, he can run over and weld 20 shipments of guns together and then use advanced duplicator because it has different abilities than the regular duplicator and copy 20 shipments and then save it, and then even when he's demoted down to a regular player, he can actually spawn in all of those shipments and use
the
them.
advanced dupe must be like crypt. Because
Thanks
why
for
can
telling
they?
me.
Why can they do that with world props? Like, why can admins even touch world props in the first place? There's never any reason for an admin to touch a world prop.
That's on the mapping side.
And also, okay, when you first join the server, you have to download a shit ton of cars, and when there's not even like a car dealer or anything.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, cars
I'll
are
go
getting
ahead
added
and
back.
I'll remove those from the download. For now.
Yeah, because it's just like it takes up space.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And then
That's
with
it?
Prime Plus, it'll only be like an extra $30 instead of the whole 50, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. When will that?
Sorry, I was sorry. Go
We
ahead.
don't have any plans for that right now.
Yeah, it's just like
Hopefully in the future we'll do that though.
I'm gonna assume your question's done. Pony. Never mind. We're gonna skip it. Grappling hook question. Grappling hooks will be added back if that's your question. If not, I'll get back.
Grappling hook Q. He's talking to you. I just poked you.
Okay. Increase warrant duration to 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
think
so
that would be possible. Like how long the warrant stays up.
Like right now, it's normally 2 minutes, I think, and
I
multiple
would
cops have to
say-
do multiple warrants just to get out of a place or whatever.
I would say that's a good idea since we
Yeah, I
usually
like it.
we have a 10-minute timer for
Make it the
raids
raid timer,
anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's a great idea. Actually.
So 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay, yeah, that's just a command that you have to input. We'll go ahead and do that.
Alright. Thank you for your question. Again, Professor is not getting any jobs for Prime Plus. What is your question about Prime Plus?
Well, wait, did you just look at the professor's cell proficiencies and then say that you're not going to add that?
No, his stuff is muted.
Okay.
Will job be will there be any jobs added for Prime Plus?
Yeah, there's gonna be like extreme. If Prime Plus becomes a thing, right now we're talking about a couple months ago, and the actual thing is in game, but we'd have to set up all the classes and stuff. So it's probably gonna be like in the future once like the map is like everything's like perfect on the map, and all the other jobs and stuff have been fixed. Maybe in like 2 or 3 months, Prime Plus will start to become more of a thing, but it should be things like CP. There'd be a Prime Plus CP agent, which is what I think we're gonna make FBI. There'll be
Yeah.
like a special medic type
There's
of thing.
gonna be an FBI job. I talked with Divinity about it. He's gonna buy a secret agent thing that Sergius recommended. So basically, the FBI will be able to go undercover as a different job and investigate and stuff like that.
Okay.
Question. What is your question about grappling?
Oh, maybe with the grappling hook, instead, like with all the arguments and stuff about people saying it's too overpowered because they don't have it and everything, maybe add it to the black market dealer so they can buy it and use it as well.
You get it on your 14 days, so that kind of would
Yeah, but like
It would defeat the
then
purpose.
they
Yeah.
just die and lose it instantly, and then all the custom classes still have it permanently.
The grappling hook is actually getting slightly nerfed in the amount that it
So
can
what
travel.
is the nerf exactly? Or just
It's
the
gonna
amount it can
take like
travel?
20 seconds and to like do it again.
It already takes 20 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Between
30
grapples.
seconds.
Well, 30 seconds is a bit much. 20 is enough.
Well, I mean, you flying around the map is already a bit enough with an
Yeah, like
82 on your
the
side.
distance needs to be cut in half. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
You always cut them off,
I know. Well, because it's like, okay,
Well-
thanks, and then they're like, ah!
I actually used to never use it to travel around the map. I only use it for raiding to get up on people's bases and stuff.
Urgent question regarding RT camera. That didn't.
That's Goofrog.
Yeah.
He's been waiting to ask that for
Go
like
ahead and
10 minutes.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, can you hear me properly?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You guys
hear me?
Let me fucking restart
Yeah.
this real quick.
Okay.
Hey.
Somehow, okay.
Alright, this question is sort of branching off of KOS's question earlier. Currently wire mod is disabled, correct, but in the case of the future when it does come back, what are your beliefs on using wire mod to abuse RT camera during raids? Whether it be the person getting raided or vice versa.
In terms of
Well-
making it so that the other person can't change to the camera.
Yeah,
That-
there's a.
I think we changed that before the Gary's Mod update, and if it got added back, it was most likely an error.
Okay, so. Alright. Also, I'm going to ask this question with hopes not only for a response from you, but also the people in this channel. Do you believe it should be against rules for raiders to spam their RT camera with or without wire mod to prevent you from using yours in the instance of a raid?
There's nothing to
Be
say
too
the
hard to
Raiders.
enforce.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just like in general.
I mean, no, you could do it. We can't.
Okay.
We can't tell that you're doing it.
But I'm also asking the community that as well. And I'm also referencing the fellow RP rules in the Dark RP section. There currently is no specific mention that neither of these questionable tactics are prohibited, so not even forgetting to mention that staff members have exploited this wire mod feature themselves, which according to Malachi is now removed. But people still, to this day, abuse RT camera, to give people a disadvantage, which I think is fellow RP. Especially
rely on
when
that.
I mean, like, if your RT camera's back in your base and you just keep activating that for the sole purpose of getting upper hand on the raid, that is abuse of the RT camera. I mean, I'm not sure what other people
Like
think
I
about
said,
that.
it would be really, really difficult to enforce.
But just like in general, it's not the matter of enforcing it; it's the matter of doing it.
Yeah, but I mean,
You do it,
we
you're a
can't
dick.
stop you from doing it.
Yeah.
We can't stop you. We're not gonna be able to. We're not gonna watch your RT cameras and be like, oh, we see a picture of a warehouse on this side of the map, but now I'm gonna fly through. Like, we can't spend our time going through each base trying to find who the hell is spamming the RT camera, trying to block someone else. We
You could
can't
make
do
a
that.
job or a rank for that. You want to be the RT camera watcher?
Security guard.
I'm sorry, what was that service you volunteered?
Aurora
Okay.
NSA, okay.
What?
The Aurora NSA.
Okay.
You guys.
I got it.
The movie guy here is next.
Okay, wait, hold on. Before we get to that real quick, I just want to clear a couple of things up with Malachi since he just got here. Malachi, do you know when CP tests will be added more specifically?
Well, I thought Lorenzo would be the best person to ask because
Okay, well, he said a few days.
So
I
I was gonna buy it and add it to the server, but I remember seeing on the forums Lorenzo replied to something saying that Divinity has it and he's redoing the UI.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh, okay.
it's done, but it's on the dev server right now. I actually don't know if he's actually finished recoding it, but I know that he's working on it.
Okay.
And Malachi, do you know when cars will be added specifically?
Lorenzo, have you checked to see if there's any issues with the
No,
cars?
I haven't. We were gonna wait for the new CPU on the 14th.
Okay. So there you go. Wait until
yeah.
you upgrade.
Yeah.
22 days.
Will a movie class for theaters? Will there be a movie class? Like someone that can play movies?
Yeah, something like that. Or
I think we were talking about adding a plugin since we have a movie theater, so you can link YouTube videos and play them
just
through
chill
there
for a
eventually.
while and then gather a bunch of people around the server and just hang out.
Yeah, we have. I think that's in the workings.
Yeah. We have the plugin.
All right,
Yeah.
and could I change the taser to a jump sweep on my Luca class?
You need to talk.
Jump sweep.
Because the taser's broken.
Oh,
we need to either
yeah.
change it out or we need to give an alternative because it is broken.
Have you already made a change to your class?
No.
Okay, yeah, that'll be your change.
Okay, thank you.
Just PM me in forums.
Thanks.
Okay. Next question. Hobos, professors, hitman. Two more. What's up?
Wait, hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Alright, sorry. I had to do something. So I was saying about the hobo rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of hobos were rushing the PD, and later, the cops began to arrest them, and the hobos claimed to have already a couple of them. And I'll talk more on the rules on this. And they're saying how they can do it because they're in groups and they can attack anyone who is trying to kill them or something. But then at that situation, they're trying to bait them into something. Isn't that considered baiting?
Yeah.
Good. So wait, I'm just making sure. Wouldn't the hobo get isn't the hobo who's doing the actions is warned for baiting?
Yeah, that should be your response to it.
Understood. And as for hitman rules, I have a question on like placing hits. You know when you place hits, you just have the name and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I've played on several occasional RP servers, and they had this add-on that got to my interest, and I think we should add it.
Okay, what's up?
So on the right, you know when we can only accept one hit, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking around the right, top right, there's a list of all your hits, so you can accept like multiple targets and so on.
Mhm.
And when someone requests you a hit, you can see their player model. So then so on.
Yeah.
Player model.
A more descriptive hitman interface.
Yeah, because like it gives more of a visual inference to Hitman. Because I do play Hitman a lot, and I do know more about Hitman rules, more experience. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, I think this is necessary for like when people use metagaming to find the information of what the player model is, correct? But on the top right, you just use that player model you're given to, and you don't have to metagame. You just know that he looks like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Same concept. I do think we need to put a reason with the hit. It needs to be included with it. That way there's something we can go off of.
I agree.
To elaborate on Hitman rules, currently there's a rule that says you can't target a hobo with a hit. I don't see
Yes,
anything wrong with that.
I'll talk more about that. Yeah, I don't
was
see
thinking we
like
should change that
why
as well.
we have to target hobos, for example. I don't know why is that a rule, but I also don't understand the concept of why, even if it's not allowed as a rule, we still allow it as a hit. What's up with that?
Oh, because their names aren't removed from the hit list. So, yeah, it's.
But the question is, why is hobo is not allowed to be requested as an assassination? That's what I'm confused about.
Because they're homeless and that'd be mean.
Still,
They don't have a home and you're gonna pop a bullet in their head? What are you gonna
Tony
do?
just poked me real quick.
Maybe some
when
like
you request a hit,
my
you can
intentions
type
are
out a
would be
reason.
stating what if the
Yeah,
hobos
that has
have
to be covered.
stolen from them, correct? That can be another reason why you want the hobo assassinated.
Yeah.
But I don't
We'll
see
talk about
why
it.
we allow that as a rule that hobos cannot be assassinated.
It's an old rule, DR. It's an old one. We'll talk about it. Okay.
Understood.
Okay, thanks for your question.
Wait. There's more on that.
Okay.
I have one more thing to add about.
What's up? What's up?
So, what's your thoughts on my idea of a top right? Have a hit list so you can assassinate multiple targets like by yourself.
It's something we'll have to talk about. I don't think any of us really know of an interface that is already available that provides that via script loader, because we get most of our stuff from
during
there. So we'll have to talk to
go on
Divinity.
the server that has it so you can see it for yourself. Okay.
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 Yeah, that works.
All right. That's enough questions for now. Cops cuffing and gun. All right, you guys do this one. I'm gonna go grab a reef.
Yes. I reckon that cops
Against the
should not be
rules.
able to cuff in the
It's
middle of
already
a.
against the rules.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it happens all the time.
It's like
someone
Call
could
an
be
admin.
shooting someone, and a cop
Sabotons.
runs up behind them and just cuffs them.
If they ran up behind him,
No.
that's
If
fine.
you're
It's
being
different.
shot at, you can't arrest them. But if you're
Okay,
not being
yeah.
shot at, but they're shooting at cop A and you're cop B and you're not being shot at, you can run up to the scrub and arrest him. Because you're not being shot at.
Scrub.
Or
Oh,
when
and
we
also-
get the cork system, you can shoot them in the legs and then arrest them.
Yeah,
Shoot
there you
them
go.
in the le- You just break.
Oh,
their
I
legs.
can't
Okay,
wait till
and-
we get that.
You can break their legs, grab their body, put them in the cell, and then paramedic them. Like, now you're arrested.
And also, with the mayor's bodyguard, how many slots for that is there?
One.
Like
I
one.
think
Shouldn't there be like 3 or 4? Because technically the mayor would have a group of bodyguards, wouldn't he? Like the president.
I
What
thought
do you
that
guys-
was
What do you guys think?
I'd say 2 would be cool.
Two?
Two or
Yeah,
three.
two
Yeah.
would be cool.
And
Okay.
also like add maybe a SWAT medic or something.
There's no rules currently for the private investigator, but it's a class in the game that has nothing on it.
Yeah.
It has nothing on it?
It has nothing.
Why? What?
It's just
Oh.
a model.
Isn't it a hitman?
No.
There should be rules.
There's
on
F4
MTD.
on.
To me, I've personally always had a problem with PI ever since I started playing this game. I mean, they're practically a hitman class, but what was explained to me during my game time was that PIs can only be hired by civilian classes, um, which doesn't make sense. Honestly, PIs need a whole rework as to what they can do and can't. It's just all rule rework on them. It's retarded, in my opinion.
Okay, we'll handle that on the forums then, between staff.
Yeah, they don't even need a warrant. They can just break in and smack down your
They don't
props.
have
with their
anything on their
yeah, they have a
class right now,
universal
though.
It's a
battery.
good thing no one's level 60 yet.
Yep.
I'm probably the closest.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Level 60, if they abuse it, they're getting banned.
Add TV, melee, and raid proof. Can we?
Go ahead.
Oh, can I grant his talk power? Oh, that's something I can.
So I've seen on those servers there's a swap where it's a TV that you can play like YouTube videos on, and there's like a specific radius so that like if you put it somewhere you don't have people like hearing your shit from like a mile away. That thing. Pretty cool.
If you can find it, send it to us.
Alright, and then I wanted to ask if you could add melee, like a bat. Just like melee. Like if you had a bat, if you hit someone on the head with the bat, it's like a 50% damage or just melee in general.
We have
yeah, maybe we should add more melee weapons because that is on the custom job application now.
Yeah, because we restricted it to 2 and 2.
Oh, and also raid proof. Adding on to someone's question earlier, that you need a picture of like them having a printer. Like here's their house, and you have a picture of them having a printer in there. That's like the proof of you raiding instead of just raiding some random person's house that has nothing in it.
That'd be kind of interesting if we could incorporate it correctly.
We already said that we were going to implement that secret agent class where they can disguise themselves.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they can go in, come back out with a picture, or whatever, then that would be okay. But I don't think we can just have it so random ass player A can run into your base and then
we'll stick
just
a CP only radio broadcast station inside of the guy.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, it'll happen.
Go ahead.
Right, you're doing his.
Is a radio broadcaster a prime? I forget if it is.
I don't think so.
The radio
Pretty
broadcaster.
sure it's not.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
thanks. Bye, everyone.
Yep. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you. He's done. All right. CP
I quit the
ideas.
server too.
All right. There. Your turn.
Alright, so...
Oh, it's film.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I think we need some, with the new system that you're adding where you can shoot someone in the leg, we need a way where it's not, like, just abused, bleh, you're all down on the ground.
That'd be fail RP if it was abused.
You can't just shoot
Just
people
shooting
randomly.
people.
I mean, it would be very interesting if you could, if we could actually implement one of the few.
We can make a new class, leg breaker.
Well, no, not even that. You know how we have staff to first enforce server rules? Maybe we should set a set of standards for police. Same way we have like laws, like real laws that police have to follow, and just add a lawyer class. If you get killed by CP, you hire a lawyer and you take it to court.
Also,
Some servers do that. That's pretty cool.
I'm just saying it's an interesting idea. I mean, okay, it's NLR, but it's an exception. I mean,
Maybe it should be only if you're arrested that you can do that. But another thing was, with the new radio system that's been added, where you can hit Shift R to open up a voice chat radio, I think we should have a party radio channel. So when you're in a party, the party gets their own radio channel along with any other channels you have. And a different
You have a chat channel.
Yeah, but you don't have a voice chat for parties. You have to use
Meet up.
/P.
I mean, maybe Malachi, would that be possible?
I would have to see the radio system. I have not looked at it.
It's not set up like that. You have to code it.
Yeah, I'm working 62 hours a week now, so that's why I haven't even been on past couple of days.
Okay. Well, for now, that probably won't happen. Lawyer idea though, Servius.
That
I like
won't
that.
kill radio host. Radio host is a public thing.
We could make lawyer class and then just put people in jail for like 25 minutes at a time, so they have enough time to talk to their lawyer.
Goodness.
All right. Thanks for your question. Someone want to grab another one? Multiple job suggestions.
Holy shit, it's been a while. Okay, so first of all, one job that I was thinking about was, what about we add multiple musicians? We already have piano, and that's starting to get a little bit lame. If maybe we could find a script fodder, or we can find someone to make a custom script for us, we can definitely add more.
We can just add different instruments to the F4 menu of the musician.
That'd be actually good.
We can make a band.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So we have like we increase the musician slots to maybe like 8 or something. I don't know, and then we can have the extra. Yeah, 8.
Okay, we'll look into that.
There are guitar sweeps and things like that that are more musical, and we can. They're on the workshop, so.
I like. Yeah, thank you.
Full bucket player.
No.
Yes.
He's out. Pony's got something.
He had
Alright,
multiple
grab him.
job suggestions.
Pony.
Hold on.
Oh, so for staff members, when a new role is changed, we have a staff forum section where we can see each new role that has been changed. Similar to when new staff members are here, you
Just like a little extra change log section.
yeah, so that staff members are aware of each new rule that's changed.
That'd be
Then
easy to
our
set up.
suggestion for the forums
We can
is
do that.
custom job. Custom job rules, so that a forum section where people can go on and see what are the rules for each custom job, so that they're not confused on what they are. Like the Terminator, it's both a hitman and a thief, and people were wondering why Terminators can raid, stuff like that. Then one more suggestion, going back to CPs and Fear RP. A suggestion where if a CP is trying to arrest you, he can point a gun at you and you'll start Fear RP. And you cannot take a gun larger than a rifle, which would make arresting easier.
I mean, personally, FRP doesn't even make sense to me. You know, people are irrational when adrenaline and fear kicks in. To say, hey, you're under 100 HP, you can only pull out a pistol. I mean, if you're under 100 HP, you can't pull out a pistol. Or if you have a pistol, you can only pull that out, but realistically, you know, what's faster to pull out? A pistol that might be on a side holster, or if you in real life you had a rifle, the rifle's already going to be strapped on you on your shoulder, and probably in your hand. I mean, in the server, it looks like you're pulling out a rifle out of your ass or out of your pockets, which doesn't happen in real life. To me, personally, VRP can go out the window. I mean, if staff agrees to it, we can just throw that shit in the garbage, because VRP never made sense to me.
Okay, well, right now FRP only applies for kidnapping.
I think it should apply for kidnapping and mugging.
I don't think it should apply for anything.
Well, then how would you kidnap or mug?
Well, that's one thing we need to work on. I mean, the only issue that I've ever had that can be in correlation to VRP would be people who know, hey, would I rather get arrested and go to jail for 5 minutes, or would I rather just run, get shot, and respawn? We need to work on something for that. Mugging, again, what happens?
There you go.
You know, that's mugging is a little bit iffy. Again, it falls to me in the same category as CP. We need to find a way around it. If you're getting mugged, you can't just be like, well, I don't want to drop the 5K, so let me just let him kill me. We need to find something to go along with that. I mean, we have
talked
more
about
staff
this earlier.
now. Maybe we can implement a rule that if you're getting mugged, you just stay there. You either fight for your life or you just stay there. You don't run away.
No, people are not going to like it when they die now, because once the defibrillator system is added, when you get shot, you're going to be laying there for 20 to 30 seconds, just waiting for someone to shoot you in the dead body that you are, or B, to drag your body to a paramedic, or C, to drag your body into a secluded dark room and have your body defibrillated, and then you just sit in there and you've now been kidnapped. I mean, that's your options. So you don't want to be killed, because they
Malachi,
can drag
when
your
we're
body
gonna
away.
add those zip ties. Remember?
There is a zip tie system in place. Oh, not in place. Sorry, on script fodder.
Like you could only mug once they're zip tied, otherwise they're allowed to pull out a gun. Basically,
You can only what?
you could only mug once they're zip tied. So you'd have to just run up to them and zip tie them. And as soon as that happens, then they know that they're getting mugged.
You would need to announce mug and then zip tie them.
And then they would know though and pull out their weapon, and it would never work ever.
Well, it's gonna fall into the same thing as a freaking CP. We have to make it so we can arrest or tie up people, even if they're running.
All right, we'll talk about it. It's something we'll need to.
Yeah.
It's on the list of things we need to talk about after this. Get money from printers. Want to leave? You've been waiting. You need to leave, so talk. That'll poke you, and then maybe you'll speak. There you go. Speak.
Okay. Hey, I was thinking if you could get money once you leave.
What do you mean?
Like once you leave, you get all the money from your printers.
If
So,
there was
like,
anything left of them?
Yeah.
It would just auto collect the last $2,000 or whatever was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Malachi, would that be possible?
I'm sorry, I didn't even hear what happened. Money from what?
Would it like before you leave, if you have like 3 printers and one has like $100, another one has $200, another one has another $200, would it be possible to have that $500 in all be put into your account when you leave? Sorry.
I don't even think you could code that.
No,
you would have to read. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you got
Okay.
it. Alright, this guy's been poking me like crazy. Here you go. Cheap. Cheap Gabbard.
Oh, hey, sorry. So you guys were talking about earlier how you can't place hits on a hobo. I kind of disagree with that, because if a hobo's chucking shit at my face, I want him dead. You know what I'm saying? So no, I think that's pretty stupid. Just to be honest, guys, not trying to be rude, but I think we should be able to put hits.
But you already know a hitman can only offer so much resistance. They can only have a pistol as of right now. So if they're throwing crap at your face, which A is illegal, I mean, you can always get a cop and report it, or you can take it as a form of disrespect if they continue after you ask them to stop, and you can kill them yourselves.
All right. I had something else to say and I forgot, so it's kind of bad. Can you just give me like 20 seconds here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ding, 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 ding.
Just about to do that.
Ding.
It's not helping, man.
The cell phone system in play, Spaghetti, is called RTalk. It doesn't allow you to send pictures. I think you can send text. Yeah.
We used to have it Yeah, we used to have it, and we actually did a community vote, and they voted it off.
It's not even that. I think our phone is a big hog of resources too. So I don't think we should do that.
Oh yeah. Another thing I wanted to say was I think the police vendor has some access to some pretty powerful weapons. You know, maybe taking that out and putting in some a little bit downgraded weapons, and then police can just go to a gun dealer and buy something. Like the
I was the one
Galil,
that added the Galil,
messed up.
and I know what you're talking about in the SSG. There's a reason why they're 5 and 7,000, but like there's custom classes running around, and not a lot of people can play FBI. So I think those really should stay because like otherwise it's just really making cops unfair. And honestly, half the time I don't even see cops with Galils. So
That's because they can't buy ammo for them.
no, yeah, you can now.
We added it to the list of F4 stuff.
I
No,
just saw
yeah, it's added to the
someone's
ammo.
name, Flash, need RP reason, the type RP reason for hit. Now here's the thing, our old logging system for staff was semi-broken in the aspect of hitman logs. We were able to see if a hit was placed. We did not know who placed the hit. So sometimes, you know, people get killed by an assassin, a hitman, and they'd be like, RDM, RDM, RDM. We'd go, and the hitman can't even remember who called the hit. New logs erases that problem. Now, my opinion is if someone calls a hit, and let's say, you know, player calls RDM, we go to the player, we bring in the hitman, and we bring in the original person who called the hit. If we asked you what the hit reason was, and you don't remember it, that's inexcusable. That's, to me, grounds for a warrant. Same thing for the hitman. If you can't remember the hit that you accepted, and he can't even remember the hit that he gave you, I'm going to consider it an invalid hit. So I'm going to warn you for that again. So just putting that out there, it is an option for staff to do.
Alright, add it to the list.
Okay. I think that might have been it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Storing valuables in the secret rooms. We already talked about that. It's the doors make it a crouch tunnel, so not allowed.
Yeah, Prophecy.
So before I was rudely cut off by Reggie, stab you later, but okay, so we need multiple TV classes such as weatherman. If we can implement like a more realistic weather system that is toggleable, of course, just in case people prefer to not have weather. We could have like a weatherman. We could have a news reporter who will go to the scene of like bases with printers and bases with like printers and like document it with cameras. If anyone was there with us on the Aurora raids on Family Life, I believe they had an add-on where you could purchase a TV for your home, and the news reporters would be holding cameras and documenting the entire thing. So I think that's something we could easily implement. Also, we could have like TV personalities who can host like their own talk shows, which would be kind of interesting.
That's all
and we
something that we don't really have anything for right now.
I know.
There is a cameraman though.
Yeah, there is a cameraman. Also bartender. I know we don't want hunger back, so that's not something we want to add. But bartender would be a really it's a really high demand job, and people really want to see something like that implemented.
Everyone's trying to get fucking crooked.
Here's the thing, what you gotta realize, there's a million suggestions that can be taken into effect and probably create like a dozen classes. But do we really want the server, you know, creating all these classes for very small, minute roles? I mean, I might as well create a freaking class that, called the ass scratcher that just scratches people's ass. Like, it doesn't serve that much of a purpose though. For some of the classes that are being mentioned, not all. For some.
Not gonna lie, ass scratcher kind of sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like your kind of job, Reggie.
It'll be Reggie's custom job.
Nah, but he's right. I mean, I think bartender kind of has some reasonability because most jobs have it, but we have higher priorities like a banker job that could store printers and stuff like that. That's still things that we have to talk about.
I was actually looking forward to the bank guy in our last rework of Aurora, but it never really happened. I thought it was a
just
fantastic
remembered
idea.
it.
We could the guy that could legally own printers. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Well, no, not legally owned printers, but it was like a safe house. So I mean, you can't legally own printers, but it was a place, an official structure that had an actual banker that was able to hire guards. That it was more like organized mobster type esque, class, but it wasn't legal.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait, so finally, well, two things actually. What if we add loans to the server? So like some people will be able to afford cars, but they'll have an interest rate on the loans. And if they don't, if the loan or the amount that they have to pay reaches a certain amount, then everything gets taken away from them. Or not everything, but most of it gets taken away from them.
No, because that would. So what? A loan as to get in money or to afford a purchase?
Afford a purchase. Like a car or something.
I'd like money.
Well, the money, I can already tell you off the bat, no. That would be highly abused. I mean, unless we were going to make it so money wasn't tradable, and we took away group accounts, I can see a whole bunch of alts coming in. Yeah. So that's a no. The whole loan thing, interesting concept, but not too practical right now.
And then the final suggestion, is it possible to expand past Gary's mod? I know with the hiatus with Justin, we got our box shut down from his side, and we weren't able to host the CSGO server. We weren't able to expand over to
Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah.
Oh, good.
So
What, do you guys want a community expansion?
I don't know, CSGO would be really nice.
Alright, well,
I'd like to see CSGO.
Here's what I see a lot of you now playing Counter-Strike Go. At first, when it was Chuck, from what I heard, okay, so this is secondhand information, was that there was no interest in expanding Minecraft at all. Counter-Strike Go, yes. Could our box handle a server right now? No. Probably not. I should know, because that's why we're getting the upgrades. We already have Dark RB and TTT on it. If people expressed interest in it, I can talk to Divinity, I can talk to Lorenzo, I can talk to Reggie. Maybe we can come up with an idea to make it happen, even if Divinity doesn't want to do it. Maybe, we can just get a community-funded server going. And that goes for anything. I mean, if you guys have any ideas as to how we can expand the community going into another game, but I'm going to be honest with you, we've done that several times. When it was Redberry, everyone wanted, hey, I want this, I want that. And when it came around to, it really didn't have that much support. At least not as much support as the forums led it to be. So
I'd like to see like other game modes inside of Gary's mod. It's kind of like difficult to get a popular CS:GO server because like there's all sorts of different servers. You could have like a.
But the thing where it failed was that I was told, hey, create a CS:GO server. Sure. Some people wanted a competitive. Somebody wanted a this and that, and it just then they wanted a jailbreak server. And of course, I had to listen to Redberry because, hey, he was paying for the thing. so it got left as it was. But if you guys say, hey, because I have a lot of you on my friends list, and a lot of you play. If you come together and you tell me this is what I want, this is what we chose, we have 20 members signed up that want to do it, I'll go and I'll make it.
I
But
wouldn't mind seeing like a jailbreak for CS:GO, and like for like Dark RP, I wouldn't mind seeing like a death run server and like a zombie survival server or something.
Could just have a mini game server. Keep
Yeah, a
them towered
minigame
up.
server would be good. Well,
yeah, I joined a phenomenal. It was with someone in here, I think, when Dark RP was down. A mini game server that, had a DJ playing some really good music, and everyone was having a great time.
Gmod Tower, that's what you're looking for, yeah?
I don't remember what server it was, but
Yeah,
it was great.
it has to be Gmod's Tower.
They're very well managed.
Just keep it in mind. If you guys have an idea of how you want to expand stuff, you guys take care of that. Find the community support for it. If you have it, bring it to our attention. We'll discuss it, and if it happens, it happens.
But Malachi, I don't know if you remember, like 3 months ago, you asked me to compile a bunch of plugins and add-ons. I still have that list if you want me to share it with you on Google Docs or something.
Yeah, that was for this. That was for the CS:GO server, which we don't have right now. So again, if you want to see it happen, get the community behind you, get some support, let us see it, and then we can discuss it.
We got like 50 people. I think we could. That would be like bump it to our very top list.
I know the players are there. They're there. Come together and figure out exactly what type of server you want. I will make something happen. Or like I said, we can make it a community-funded thing. I'll talk to Divinity. Divinity's a lot more open than Chuck was. I'm sure he'd agree to having an Aurora CS:GO server. I don't see a problem to it. So
Okay.
just get together and figure out what type of server you want.
I'm gonna cut you. Okay, you cut him short.
Yep.
Printers and leaving. I'm gonna give him access.
We already did that.
Technical question.
Printers and leaving.
Technical questions here. Spiller.
Oh, yeah. Do you think, first I'll give you the easy question, do you think Hitmen should have lockpicks to get to their targets if they get like anonymous information?
You can buy them from the black market.
But they can only assist, so.
And technical question is, when you join a server, you download all the stuff, even after you downloaded it, you get these add-ons. Would you not fix that?
Oh shit, I have talk power.
What?
Alright. When you join the server, it says getting add-on number thing. Yeah, even after getting the workshop, as John said, it still downloads those add-ons when I join. It's no. That was a server.
Oh
thing
wait,
on
like
the
at the
server.
bottom of your screen, that's
Oh, yeah.
downloading add-ons.
Yeah, loading.
Okay. Don't start up your Gary's mom. Literally, just like leave it on for a while.
Alright.
And it'll finish downloading the add-ons. It shouldn't do it again.
Mhm.
Or sometimes it might just do it. You just gotta deal with it.
Or change your download server.
Not a big thing, but it's really annoying.
Okay, so this guy right here.
Alright, the most important question. Who the hell put a pedo bear on my name?
Sorry.
That was you, Reggie?
I added the pedo bear. He added it to your name.
I did it like
it was
a
a
week ago,
team
man.
effort. It was a team effort.
It was a team demotion.
And I don't know how the fuck do you take that off?
I'll take it off. Wait.
Printers and leaving. You have talk power.
Oh yeah, I'm
so,
not
like,
taking it off.
If you raid someone, you take their printers, you go the mile to bring to your base. This asshole just leaves the server and they disappear.
If you were here like a few days ago or a week ago, God, time keeps going past really quickly. You were able to claim printers, and the problem with that was it raised your maximum printer count, which caused a lot of problems, like crazy inflation over a 2-day period. Because day one started, everyone was like, "Oh man, I can claim printers. That's so cool!" And then someone blew up your new printers, and then they could go off and just spawn in another printer, even if they're not the correct level. And that was causing problems. If you remember, because the printers were 3 times XP. Some guys, I believe Hunter, had like 73 printers in his own base, all for him in his small little room. And I mean,
Hunter just
you
tried
can
to raid me.
yeah, you can imagine how crazy that is. So we
Yeah, the
disabled that
noise
feature
must just be
temporarily
like.
until it can be reworked so it's not as bonkers.
Maybe you could just make it so when someone leaves, it still has their name. It's just like stays.
Yeah. Well, something I was thinking we could nerf the printers, make it so you have to raid and go steal other people's printers.
Not chill.
But make it so the printers, like 1 times XP what they were when we first added them, and then you are forced to go out there and steal printers from other people, or baits with other people, or something like that. But I mean, that's only something. I mean, that would make it so you want to go and raid people, so you have to steal their printers, and you have to claim them, and you have to sit in a room and farm printers. But that's something.
All right, thanks, man.
Gorge wanted to know why he's not in game in TS. He says, "Why aren't you accepting killing floor FAS2 weapons for custom jobs now?"
They're buggy. I don't even know why they're still on the server. I don't like them whatsoever. We should.
Cause they're FAS mount.
Yeah, they
name.
should just be removed.
I like them.
I'm okay with M9K. You guys using M9K? They have to get nerfed to each individual weapon, but I'm okay with it. I don't know about you, Monica.
What about the M9K?
No, they would nerf the M9K weapons so they can be used. M9K isn't a universal weapon. That's why they're not being used right now.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can only see a
yeah.
couple classes that are able to use them. The only weapon that's actually added to the overall economy is the Scar, which is the only competition you have against the Gold AK. Which, most people prefer the Scar because the Gold AK is loud. It's gold because that's just weird, and then the weapon's not as good. Right, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that I'm okay with you guys using M9K weapons, but they would have to be nerfed.
Yeah, we're not saying we're going to nerf every single weapon or anything. These are nerfs so you could use them, not nerfs where we would be changing what you're already using.
Did you guys remove the elevator from Aperture Lab? What?
Yeah, it's like a teleporter now.
Did you see the new one?
No, I liked pushing people down the elevator shaft.
Demoted.
Did you see the new one, Surface?
I believe so. We were talking about, is it the walk-in thingy and then you teleport down?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
It looks nice. I think it looks okay.
Okay, I haven't seen
Looks
it yet,
good.
but I hope it looks good.
It looks really good, Servius. Okay.
Did you guys hear about the minigun suggestion for the M9K stuff? Anyone?
No.
Where we reduce the damage to 1 damage a hit, and the penetration power is like an M82. So you wouldn't die because of the guy, but you'd have to kill him. Otherwise, he would kill everyone inside your base.
Everybody, that's the thing. That I updated the map this morning, so you don't jump anymore. It's a walk through one. If you guys want to get on and check it out.
It's not dark RP at all. No miniguns. I know, it's just something I said. Don't take it to heart.
Okay, go ahead, Brad.
Yo, with the AFK players, are you gonna add a timer or what?
We used to have a AFK strip. I don't know what happened to it. I'll go ahead and write that down.
Oh, and yep, okay. And also, with the radio host, why don't you guys change it so there's one that you can actually broadcast from their mic, or using a second application to broadcast music that they choose instead of having to go find a Shoutcast
You can actually
channel?
create an account on Shoutcast and you can talk into it. So you can talk to people over that. You can actually play music. All you have to do is create an account. It's super easy, 30 seconds. I know John Spaghetti has one. And Pony has one. I have one myself. So it's just a 30-second process. You can go to the website, you make one, you can talk into it right there. It's a super easy process.
Okay, I did know. So yeah.
Okay, there you go. There we go. And you get to speak.
Alright, hold on. Okay. What are you guys gonna add radios? We need radios. Everyone wants radios.
What do you mean?
Like, like carry, like, I don't know, like pay real money for a radio or some shit instead of having to rely on a radio broadcaster who never exists. Really? Radios are added? Because I don't see radio. No, not like radios. I mean like playing your own fucking music and shit. Yeah.
I recommend iTunes or
Nah, bro.
YouTube.
Like like in your base. Like,
Spotify.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. There's some things that we could look at.
What about like adding it? Because I know you guys like money and stuff. So like make it like a Prime Plus feature or something.
You just say because we like money and stuff. Nah, you like money and stuff because that's what keeps the server up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like money and stuff.
None
Can
of
you
us
make,
make
like, a
money
Prime
off
Plus
of this
feature if that
server.
ever happens?
Okay, I do, but that's cause...
Okay, shut up.
Okay, that's it. I'm done. You guys can mute me now. Malachi, you're sexy.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, shoot.
It's great. I think we need to add, if we didn't already, about the signs and having okay, I'm in game right now. If anyone else is in game, go to the spawn, and you're gonna see Landon has the best guns around. Come check him out, and it's just a massive wall of text in different colors. Like that shouldn't be allowed. Just like a spam of text. People were doing it the other day. It's just like a huge block of text. It's like massive. We shouldn't allow like massive text screens. Extra, you see what I'm talking about? This thing's like crazy big.
That's what she said.
Maybe
if it's
it is.
not part of the RP experience, just have them change it. I mean, you're an admin. No, you're an S admin. You can say what you want and have it done.
No, I know. I just was trying to act like
Yeah, no, that's way too big to be like RP things.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that what we?
Yeah, just say that signs should not be excessively big in the rules.
All right, hacker's job suggestion.
With the hackers, you know how they're only allowed to have one-handed weapons?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Like, seeing as you guys want to throw fail RP out the window, shouldn't they be allowed to have a larger weapon as well?
Might be cool to have an SMG. It's just
Yeah,
an
like
assault
maybe
rifle
an SMG
that can kill you
or
in
an
3
under.
shots.
Yeah, like I understand that because they're just a peasant thief hacking the ATM. Maybe just give them a ability to have a slightly larger weapon because it's a bit unfair when like 6 cops roll up on you when you're hacking an ATM, and all you've got is a measly Glock 20.
Deagle. Or yeah, Glock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to shoot at them, so.
The thing is, the current weapon restrictions and the current VRP and stuff like that, it works with our current model set of rules that we have.
Okay.
We really have not changed up our rules at all since Retribution.
Mm-hmm.
Retribution, we added quite a few new rules. This one, Servius did a few edits, but we need to take a day or a week
and just go
and
over the rules.
redo everything.
Maybe a month.
Everything.
Yes, and also with the one-way props, can't you guys just blacklist the materials people use to make that?
Already talked about it.
We
yes.
do.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're gonna go through and remove them, add new materials, those kind of things.
Mm-hmm. And the SWAT, seeing as they're not a
SWAT
not a
chief?
direct connection. No, not SWAT chief. Not a direct connection to the PD itself. Should they be able to go off and build a SWAT headquarters?
No.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, thanks. Reggie is a marshmallow. Get out. Car, pick me, please. You said please, so I'm picking you. I think this
You
is
didn't say
the last
please.
question.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, didn't play.
Pick me, pick. Oh, never mind. Remove.
Bro,
Go ahead.
illiterate. You're done.
Sorry,
quit.
Malachi. Jeez.
Not you, Reggie.
Well, pick a person then. If I have a car in the game and I know that you guys are gonna add it back again, can I get it refunded? Because I really don't want mine.
You should have.
Wait, if you buy a car, what?
If I have a car in the game and I really don't want it, even when the cars come back, is there
There's a
chance?
refund button on there.
Yeah, there's a refund
Yeah,
option.
but it gives you like 200K. I mean.
Well, that's great. That's good for you.
No
I
one.
removed it. His dog.
No one. No. No.
Just no. Yeah, just no. You bought the car. No one made you buy it.
Oh, how it is, the police department control the SWAT, the FBI are over the police department.
FBI don't need to
Well,
listen to the CP chief, but the rest.
Here's the thing: in real life, FBI does not intervene or has no control over PD. FBI would give a captain, hey, can you do this? And the captain would issue the order to PD. But FBI are not above CP; they are separate entities.
Actually, they're real people, Malachi. But yeah.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Right. I think we're getting to the last of the questions here. Police disrespect amendment.
Now, the only thing I will
Your
say,
mic's off.
if FBI gives you an order that contradicts PD, then of course FBI does overrule it. But that's just real life. I don't know how you guys want to take it in game.
Well, I think we gotta talk about that.
We'll do something on
serious. Yeah.
I've got at least 30 things
Yeah.
on here.
Police disrespect amendment. Your mic was not working. You wanna try again?
Sorry. I'm still not added to Terminator.
What is your question?
You're not added to Terminator?
Yeah, my own class.
Did you send me the wrong ID?
No.
Let me
Okay.
send you the ID that I
Real quick before I take your question. So people are kind of like finishing up with the questions. If you have a question, any more questions, just poke me on here, and I'm gonna lead through them one at a time. Make sure it's more of a yes or no, or I can give you a straight answer to it. And so if you have any last minute questions, because we're about to wrap this up, and I'll read through the couple I get on poke. But police disrespect amendment. What was your question?
Okay, sorry about that. The police disrespect stuff. A lot of times, I think I made a post on the forum somewhere, but a lot of times it ends up just being police baiting, people wanting to shoot cops. Is there any way we can get that changed to where it's either KOS or they can fucking ignore it or something?
It's already on the list. We're probably gonna add a rule saying if you disrespect a cop, then.
I really do think we should have a law board as to what server laws are.
Yeah, I agree. We could make it a permanent law. We could make a permanent law board.
We should
A map with the
make
map
a
decorated.
law board and bind a key to exclamation laws and have that going. And hey, like I said, if you guys want the lawyer system in place, I can work on that. We can have lawyers and yeah.
Okay. So
some servers have it so the laws go into the top right corner. They don't even use law boards, so it's available to everyone. We could do that.
I think we should really just have a law board. We could probably make the law board permanent and just put it right above the PD. We could just do a map decorator, one permanent law board right above the PD or right when you spawn right there in the wall, so it's always there. There's no excuse not to know.
But would it be affected by the mayor's new laws, or would people be
It
like,
should be, yeah, because it would be a law board.
There wouldn't be enough space for the mayor's laws. I mean, maybe we can make the text smaller.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could make the text like 12 New Roman or 10 New Roman or something. Okay, I got a specific rule on the MOTD of what corruption is to prevent demoting when staff are on. So what is corruption that allows you to demote when staff aren't on? Hold on. You're gonna have to specify your question there. If anyone else has any questions, just poke me, because I'm...
Dan, are you in here? We need to do this.
He wouldn't be able to talk. Do you want to revoke the... Thank you for your question. His question was question. Do you want to revoke everyone's ability so everyone can talk?
I think I can do that.
I actually have to go right now.
Yeah.
Alright, see you guys.
Add
so that's
melee
my
weapons
Steam
to
ID,
feel RP allowance. Service, you want to put that on the list to think about adding melee weapons for Fury loans. Ben Lorenzo, can you unmute everyone so they could?
I already did.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Dan, are you in here?
Is the meeting over?
Yeah, it's over. So.
If it's over now, I need to talk to you, Servius.
Okay,
Real
I'll
quick,
talk to you down here.
just 2 seconds. Thanks for.
Yeah, wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
like
so
how,
hold on, to us.
okay.
Thanks for joining the staff meeting today. We'll probably have these maybe every 2 weeks or so, or probably maybe once a month. We'll do a community meeting, and every 2 weeks a staff meeting, maybe. This was recorded. I'm going to go through, edit it some in the next couple of days, hopefully, and get this onto the YouTube channel, and then you'll see it on the forums. So if anyone wants to go back over questions, Servius is going to post something in the staff section. So everybody that's a moderator, you can have your